Hey, what's up, Ryman? Good morning. Well, assuming you live in Japan or the side of the world where it is morning. Good afternoon if it's that time, and good evening. Alright, so I picked a really busy highway to be walking up the street. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of speechless. I really do not respect. I like the comments that I got for this the video I posted yesterday. I asked a question, do you have an answer? Because really I was expecting a whole lot of other stuff. But you know, I can respect every answer I got. I can see where it's coming from. And truthfully, I think that's how YouTube should be. Someone asks a question and people give their honest opinion. Usually I get these way off the chart answers about nothing that have nothing to do with nothing. Just I think, and that's just stupid. But yeah, so a lot of you, actually most of y'all touched on a couple points that any foreigner living in Japan from day one will kind of figure that out. The first one is you make the music the market dictates. A lot of you said you wouldn't buy it if I rapped in Japanese. You know, and when I first got here, I did rap in Japanese. I made one song, and I would always sprinkle my phrase of the day. So when I went to the club and the girls were like, nah, 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 it found its way into the rhymes. Yo, I'm doing something every day. See some Japanese chick, they like, nah, 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 nah. And it was cute, you know. I go and perform it. People loved it. But then, this is what happened. Alright, so I would go back home to the States and I would give my friends the music. And while they'd be like, hey, that's cool, you're speaking another language, they didn't know what the hell I was saying. And, you know, it wasn't like people were jumping up and down for that mixed music. And I apologize if this street's too loud. I might have to cut up a street, but just deal with it. But yeah, so they weren't really buying it. And when I was in Japan, we sent it off to Sony and Avex and all that. I say we, I actually had a group, and you know, it was, you know, me and this other Japanese chick, you know, and we did lots of music together. It was good times, good times. Let's go up this way. It was good times, but as I said, nobody was really buying it. And I haven't really heard that kind of music. It's similar to what Mami Sue and I making. But at the time, this is 5 years ago, there was nobody doing it. So it kind of shaped the way I make music. So right there. So a lot of people said they wouldn't buy it if it was in Japanese. And then the other half said, well, I just don't like rap. But I like you. Which I also found that out making this channel. That's why there's two channels. Because I noticed a lot of people don't like rap. Well, the ones that I found were interested in Japan, but didn't care so much for the rhyming part. So I made a new channel, and this is what you got. But you know, I'm about music, which to the name Rhyming Gaijin. You know, Gaijin is kind of derogatory. Gaikokujin is what they want us to be called, but I don't like how that sounds. When I first got here, I thought that was derogatory. And don't call me no Kokojin, but I prefer Gaijin. And it does work with me. And, you know, when I first came here, a lot of old-timers who lived in Japan would be like, hey, you shouldn't say that because blah, blah, blah. And they would send me long posts and all that. I mean, Gaijin mean alien. You know? I am an alien. I'm a lyrical alien. Freestyle salient. Alright. And what else? Let me see. People want to see what it's like to shop in the stores. A lot of people did that kind of video. It racked up like thousands of views. You know, I'm not really one to follow in the footsteps of those who came before me, but if that's what you want to see, next time my girl and I go shopping, yeah. But look at this view, it's really nice. Let me show you some scenery. Yeah, so I'm in Tama Plaza. It's very nice. This area kind of looks like back home. Well, not where I live, but kind of stateside. Look at this cool tree. Alright, now the second part, or third part, or just ranting and walking, is, you know, rapping in Japanese. Even if I could, it's a very basic minimum. There's a lot more than just putting the words on the page to a beat. You know, there's a lot of language rearranging, because, you know, Japanese structure is backwards compared to American. So that means all your verbs and, you know, so we would rap, I'm going to the store, I just seen a whore, she said give me money because I'm poor. So we got that or sound, right? To do that in Japanese, the words wouldn't match up. Bimbo des. Well, actually, one problem is they would all end on des if you use the mas form. So it'd be like, well, all your verbs would be iku, ru form. But for y'all who study Japanese, you know you'd get a whole lot of verses sounding that the ending would be the same. The structure's different. So it's like, for a Mr. Non-native to go and do all that is like beyond what Mr. I'm casually studying. Now, don't get me wrong, Japanese rappers do this. Crava, I like the guy. When I first got here, I downloaded lots of Japanese songs, and he really stuck out to me, and I actually seen him perform. He's a short dude, but I seen him perform, and his beat skills are kind of nice. I heard he lived in the States, in New York for a while, so I think that contributes to why I find kind of familiarity with the dude. But yeah, he's nice. And I mean, what y'all see on television or what you're buying in the stores, you know, that's hip-hop. But what y'all don't see is hip-hop. When I go to these open mics or these underground shows or whatever, these artists are phenomenal. They're doing, for those of you who know who Twister is, there's Japanese Twisters, there's Japanese Jay-Z's. They got swag. They're crazy. But once again, the market doesn't dictate that they need rappers. You know, so even though if you go to Shibuya, all the clubs are playing hip-hop. You go to Yokohama, you go to Roppongi, the majority of the music is hip-hop. AKB is still number one. Then you SMAP and all them other types of music. So there's not really a big market for hip-hop. Now you say, then why are you there? Well, Japan's still a pretty big market. So even if I only lock down one club, every week I go in that club and I sell out 500 tickets or whatever, I'm comfortable. I can quit teaching and make a whole lot of other videos talking about how cool it is to be a rapper in Japan. That's without TV, without speaking Japanese, without collaborating, etc., etc. But, you know, that's another path. And I didn't put all my eggs in that basket. Alright, what else do people say? People said, do you. Of course I'm a do me. Who else would I do? You? Nah. But seriously, I can't. Because even before I came to Japan, people used to be like, yo, Matt, you should rap about drugs. I'm like, but I don't do drugs. Rap about drink. I don't drink. Rap about killing. I don't kill people. Do this, do that. When Ja Rule came out, you should have a sexy voice. Of course, it's from a girlfriend. When LL was around, oh, you should show off your chest. I don't got muscles, man. Chill with that shit. So every time there's a different fad, people always tell me to jump on it. It's not my style. So yeah. Now, incorporating in Japanese, I have songs with Japanese people. I have on the album, there's a song with Fizz, phenomenal singer, songwriter, producer. It's a girl, in case Fizz didn't sound girly for you. Let's go! The Rap Obama freestyle monster. And we did that. It didn't get 1 billion views on YouTube. No one jumped all over it. But it was hot. You know, she doesn't speak Japanese. I'm sorry. I don't speak Japanese to the point where we can talk about the birds and the bees and all that. And her English is very, 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 very good, but she would have you to believe it's not. But we got in the studio and we produced some magic. And that's the first track of the album. Everybody who heard it likes it. And I'm saying exactly the same thing. There's a line that goes, I didn't come in, I'm sorry, I don't really go to shrines for kicks, but my Japanese is foolish like the rhymes I flip. Y'all came here for culture, I came to spit. I don't mean to insult you, that's how it is. That's the first line of the album. This is not I'm talking to y'all, haters, detractors, and all that. So yeah, people saying do Japanese. And before this one, the last album, I sprinkled in some Japanese. I mean, I've been here for 5 years. Of course it's going to be Japanese here and there. But it's not my thing, because it's not what the market dictates. But yeah, I got 2 channels, so I got to make another video. But it was nice talking to you. And I really do appreciate the love and your honesty. This channel is really just to tell you about Japan anyway, so I'm not trying to hard sell anybody. But if you do want to hear the music, check out my other channel. And it's time for me to go. Rhyming. Actually, so I'm done with this topic if you want to continue it, but let me know what else you guys want to talk about. And we're going to end with these big fluffy dogs. Alright, rhyming.